Hey everyone, I found a drawing on this island while walking around, but I'll show you what it is at the end of this video. Blackwashing is a term that's been around for a while. Personally, I'm conflicted, and that's only because of the Netflix show Queen Cleopatra. Before that, it was cut and dry. I haven't shared what I thought about blackwashing when it comes to media we consume. Whitewashing a cast is worrisome because white people have plenty of representation. Obviously, whitewashing has a long racist history, but I'm sticking to the media we consume today. This isn't a history video. Whitewashing in this context is only bad because white people are already plenty represented in stories, and to take more roles that were designed for non-white people is taking what little representation they have. It's even worse when that role has non-white cultural significance. It's just wrong if a white person is casted as Malcolm X in a movie. For works of fiction, seeing a white Black Panther is just as weird because there is a cultural significance for the character to be dark-skinned. If the character's race has no bearing on the overall story or setting, I wouldn't care if they were turned white. But usually, a role originally made for a black character has racial significance. That's just how it is. If that wasn't the case, I wouldn't mind. I enjoy stories where a character just happens to be black, not because I want some colorblind world, but because I see that as true normalization. I like seeing black people in fantasy settings, which is an inspiration for my Cavern Rose series. This isn't to say I dislike stories where the topic of race is involved. I mean, I'd be a hypocrite if I thought that. I just want more diverse stories for black people. Representation in media is getting better, mind you, but we're still in the process of getting better. So whitewashing a story where it's not needed is not good. I lean towards blackwashing being okay because the characters I've seen being blackwashed aren't racialized in some way or have no white culture significance. I know what some people are going to say, just save it for the next part. Having a black Ariel from The Little Mermaid or black April O'Neil from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I'm fine with. Since everyone is embracing the multiverse, I just see reboots or reimaginings as a new universe. You still have your redhead Ariel, she's not going away, and feel free to watch the original movie for those who care a little too much about this. Ariel is a mermaid from Atlantis, a fictional world. You might say April O'Neil has white culture significance since she's based in America, but America isn't just one culture. The white people here don't have one culture. America is an amalgamation of people from different geographic regions, and even with that being said, each state sort of has its own culture and history, which could be broken down even further. It makes sense if you know the history of America. April being black doesn't concern me because that fits well within American culture. But a story based in medieval Europe before they had contact with Africans would be weird to see Africans featured prominently in it. When I see blackwashing happening to a fictional character, I just go, oh neat. Is the story good though? That's just me, I don't want to take away from black kids who are excited to see more black representation. I know people have seen this meme, but it's not exactly true. When I was in high school, black kids loved the idea of a black Goku. Now we enter the realm of historical figures. If a live action show or animation is based on a real person, it's best to make the casting or character design as close as you can to that real person. If a story is set in a certain region, I expect that region to be accurately portrayed as possible. This goes for historical figures. No white Muhammad Ali or no black Albert Einstein. With this Netflix show, Queen Cleopatra, she is being portrayed by a black woman. Records, paintings, and sculptures depict Queen Cleopatra as Macedonian Greek. If you wanted a dark-skinned pharaoh from ancient Egypt, you could have made the show based in Nubia. The average person doesn't know much about Nubia, and I felt that was a missed opportunity to shed light on that ancient society. Those features don't lie. I'd feel weird if they made a black historical figure white, so I feel weird about a black Cleopatra. To summarize, I don't care about race swapping if the story has nothing to do with race or a culture based in real life. I don't mind blackwashing because I like seeing more black people in stories, especially when it's outside the norm. I'm on the fence when it comes to whitewashing because white people have plenty of representation, and I can't help but feel some people whitewash black characters or black-coded characters as some way to fix them or to do so out of spite. It could have been fine for fictional characters, but these people made it weird, so you lost me. And finally, no race-swapping historical figures. I don't care which way you're doing it, I don't agree. Anyways, I gotta go. Be nice to one another and take care of yourselves.